Hello everyone, my name's Dawn and welcome to my new channel, AB&me. So in this video I'm going to be looking at and suggesting lots of outdoor activities for toddlers, so I hope you enjoy it. Right, so before I get to the video, I just wanted to take a minute to introduce myself. So my name's Dawn and by profession I'm a midwife. I'm also a mum to one daughter who's 2.5 years old, and she actually inspired me to make this channel. So I do hope that you really find it interesting. I hope you find it useful, because that is the aim of all these videos. And obviously if you do find it useful, please like, please subscribe, as it will basically support my channel and help me grow further. Thanks. Right then, so let's get to it. So the first activity I'm going to suggest to you is painting on ice. So a little bit of a twist. But simply get a pot, get an old Tupperware dish, fill it with water, freeze it. Then once frozen, give it to your child and let them paint on it with paint. So it's better to have watercolour paint. And it's just really interesting. All the colours kind of blend into each other and it makes some really cool artwork. So yeah, definitely one to remember. Right, so the next activity I'm going to suggest is a very traditional game of hide and seek. So it's very simple, easy, fun, free, and you probably already do it with your children, but in the UK it's a very popular childhood game where one of you count to 10 and the other person or people go off and hide around the house or the garden, and then you basically have to find them, and the last person found is the winner. Or if it's just two of you playing, you just take it in turns, and it's really good fun. So as we are talking about outdoor activities, the next one I want to mention is birds. So bird watching. Kids love bird watching. We're very lucky. We have a lot of trees in our garden. So Eliza, my daughter, will just be out there watching birds all the time. And the other thing that you can do is feed the birds. So you can either make a bird table if you feel very adventurous, or buy a bird feeder. And it's just really good fun to fill them up, put them out, and then watch the birds come to eat. Really good fun. Okay, so moving on to my next suggestion, which is chalk. So yes, you can play with chalk on a chalkboard, but you can also draw with chalk on the side of your house. It can be really fun. So you can do different colours, you can do writing, but basically if you wash it with water it will come off. So either lots of rainwater, or if you take a big bucket of water out there, it will come off. Alternatively, your little ones can draw on the pavements or your driveway. Yeah, there's lots of fun that you can have with chalk. Right then, next one is gardening. So some of you might love to garden, some of you might hate it. You know, some of you might not even have a garden, to be honest, but if you do, take advantage of it. Yeah, let your little one help you garden. So give them a little shovel, a little spade, let them dig. If you've got things to grow, plant them, like vegetables or herbs or plants. Really good fun, so they can learn how things grow. And then if you want to eat, you can eat them. So if you've got an allotment, that's brilliant. But even if it's just plants, let them water the plants, see them grow. If you want to pick them, you can pick them and put them in your house. But just general gardening, it's really good, educational. Yeah, and it's just really fun to do. Right, so my next one is picnic. Instead of eating your lunch indoors like you would normally, take it outside. So simply just take it outside and eat it outside on the grass. Or if you want to kind of jazz it up a bit, get a picnic blanket, prepare the food and put it in a picnic basket, and then take it outside. You can do it with all the family, or you can just do it with your little one if you're at home on your own. Alternatively, you can turn it into a teddy bear's picnic. So my daughter loves this. It does get a bit messy because you have to get all the teddies out, all the toys out, and then you've got to put them all back again. But yeah, we've done it before with teddies and dolls. So it's kind of been a bit of a teddy bear's picnic and a dolly's tea party. But she was out there for ages, so definitely a good one to remember. Okay, so moving on. My next suggestion is using sellotape or some kind of duct tape, drawing lines on your patio or pavement, and creating roads So your little ones can use their vehicles, cars, tractors, whatever they have, and push it around their made roads. You can also put one foot in front of the other and follow the line. So you can either have a straight line if you want to, or you can make it zigzag all over the place. And then if you're feeling very brave, or depending on how old your child is, you can blindfold and then direct them like left, right, and try and keep them in between the lines. So there's loads of fun that you can have with a simple bit of sellotape and some people. It's a really good one there. Okay, so my next one is messy, and I probably wouldn't advise to do it indoors. That's why it's on my outdoor video, and that's playing with shaving foam. So obviously if there's men in the house, there probably will be some, but if not, just go and buy some. It's very cheap. It's a very good messy play, sensory style game that you can do. So either let them squirt the shaving foam if they're old enough, alternatively put it on or in a bowl, or if you've got like an old sheet or like a play mat or something for them to play on, and just let them feel the texture, just let them get messy with it. And then so it's best to be outdoors with this one, definitely not inside. Okay, so my next one is a bit of a traditional one again, or definitely in the UK anyway, and that's hopscotch. So either if you've got a hopscotch kind of mat, lay it out and do it. If not, you can draw the squares on the ground with chalk. So it's kind of similar to the chalk activity I mentioned earlier. If you're not sure what it is, you can look it up online. It will give you the template of what you need to draw out on the floor. But basically, it's boxes with numbers in it. And the idea of the game is you hop with 1 foot when there's one square, and then you hop with 2 feet when there's 2 squares next to each other. So you kind of, one leg, 2 leg, 1 leg, 2 leg situation. There's not really rules around it. You just jump up and down it, but it is good fun. And again, it's a very traditional game. So I hope you're enjoying the video so far. It's just a little reminder that if you haven't done already, please like the video and please subscribe. That'd be great. Thanks. Right, activity number, I don't know, probably 15 or something, is treasure hunt. So many things you can do with this. You can make it like Easter themed, Halloween themed, Christmas themed, birthday themed, but basically find something, i.e. sweets, hide it around your garden and let your child find them. So it can be done with one child, it can be done with a family, it can be done in a party situation, it can be as expensive or inexpensive as you need it to be. But little ones love it and they like to play it over and over again. So really easy, really fun and simple. But the next one I'm going to suggest is painting stones. So the first thing you need to do is find some large flat surfaced stones and then take them home and paint them. You can choose a theme if you want to, so flowers, superheroes, numbers, multicoloured, and then the idea is let them dry and then hide them back out in public, so family kind of areas like parks and walks that you know are going to be popular with families and children. So it's really nice. So we've done it before, we've been out, we found someone else's stone. It's a lovely moment when your child finds it and they bring it back to you. But the idea is that you put it back for someone else to find and not to take it home. So this one's just a really lovely, it's a great activity, first of all with the painting, and then obviously going out for the walk and then hiding them and then finding them. So all around it's just really good. So flying a kite is my next suggestion for an outdoor toddler activity. So I am absolutely rubbish at flying a kite. I've tried a few times, and even as a kid and an adult. Obviously you can get different price kites. I don't know if the more expensive kite you buy, the better the quality is, probably, but even still, just the whole scenario of getting the kite together, trying to get it up in the sky, running around the field, making yourself look like an idiot, and then obviously if it does catch wind and it does fly, it's great. So all kids love it. Gets you outdoors. If you've got a big garden, great, but if not, I'd probably suggest going somewhere with a big open space where there's more wind. So we're quite lucky, we live by the beach, so very windy and great sort of spots to do kites, fly kites in. But yeah, buy a kite. Okay, so I'm moving on to vehicles a little bit. So I mentioned before about bird watching. This time I'm going to suggest either plane watching, which most people can do, or train watching. So if you live near a train track or a train station, brilliant. Kids love vehicles, boys or girls. Yeah, every time we get a plane go over our house, my little girl's always out there, or a helicopter. She hasn't actually seen a train up close yet, but that is on our list of things to do. So yeah, planes and trains. So if you're lucky enough to get snow at winter, living in the UK, it's not guaranteed. Many winters we don't actually get snow. We might just get like a little flurry right at the end of winter out of nowhere, and the whole of the UK comes to a standstill because we can't cope. But anyway, on those days, we get the sled out. So it's probably common practice for a lot of you that get snow, but it's not for us. So it's quite exciting. So get a sled, either make a sled or buy a sled, and just get out there and play in the snow. Yeah, we haven't actually done this with my little girl yet because she's only 2.5. The first year that she was born, we didn't have snow. And last year, when we wanted to try and do it, we couldn't get hold of a sled. So I've bought one in advance this year. So it's currently summer, but I've bought a sled already. So I'm hoping that we get snow this winter and then we can get out and use it. Okay, so my next suggestion is getting outside, going to a river, going to a pond, going somewhere where there's water and there is ducks, and go and feed the ducks. So I say this because I did this all the time as a child. I have taken my daughter since. However, I would just check what the rules are in your country that you live in. So in the UK, there are signs everywhere now saying not to feed ducks by bread. Whereas when I was a kid, we did that all the time. So just check with what is safe to feed the ducks. I presume if that's the rule for us, it's probably the rule everywhere. But I think it's something to do with that they can't digest it. I don't really know. But anyway, just going to see the ducks, feeding the ducks with whatever you're allowed to feed them with. It's just really great fun. It's usually cheap, easy. Obviously nicer on a sunny day rather than a winter day. But all kids love ducks, and obviously you normally get swans or other types of birds that you can look at, fish. And then if you're really into nature, you can kind of go a bit further and you might see frogs or other pond life. So just a really good sort of morning or afternoon out, or even just an hour or so. But yeah, ducks. Right then, that is the end of part 1 of outdoor activities for toddlers. So, well, you might have noticed that I've had an outfit change. So when I filmed this video initially, I was expecting for it just to be one long video. However, it was just far too long, so I'm going to have to break it down into parts. So this has become part 1. If you have enjoyed it, if you've taken something from it, just a little reminder to please like, please subscribe, as it will really help support my channel and help it grow. Also, if you've heard something today that is new, or if there's an activity that you think you might try, or actually if you've tried some activities and you've got some comments about it, please leave a comment down below. Also, if there's anything that I haven't mentioned, please feel free to suggest it down below, because as I said, I do like to do these activities with my daughter, so I can add it to the list. It may be coming up in another part of the video, so also keep an eye out for that. Yeah, I think that's everything for now, so hopefully see you soon. I've enjoyed it, hope you have too. Yeah, goodbye.